Hello everyone and welcome back to the Call of Duty Diamonds YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the best M4A1 class for Warzone. So first up we want the monolithic suppressor, next up the stock M16 Grenadier barrel, the canted hybrid sight, the stipple grip tape, and then the extended mags as the last attachment. All these attachments all together make for one of the best classes you can possibly be using right now on Warzone, so I do strongly advise you guys at giving this weapon a go. As you guys can see, the stock M16 Grenadier boosts up things such as accuracy and the range. The canted hybrid sight also boosts up the accuracy and also the range, and it makes this weapon have some insane accuracy. It really does. Now you can use any sight you guys want to, there are so many different options, but for me personally my two favourite are the canted hybrid sight or the Cronin C480 Pro Optic. So use any of these two or use whatever one you want to, and it does not matter because this weapon is just amazing. Next up, the stipple grip tape, just to get some of that mobility back, because as you guys know, sticking on all these other attachments is going to drop the mobility by quite a little bit, so you do need to go ahead and stick this back on just so you can get your mobility back up to what it usually is. So it is going to help you guys if you have the stipple grip tape attachment on. Next up, these 60 round mags are going to be really important. This just allows you to have a lot more bullets. The last thing you want in a gunfight is having to reload. If you have to reload in a gunfight, then this is going to be really bad, because obviously you're going to be very vulnerable and the enemies are just going to be able to shoot you really easily. So I do recommend you guys sticking on extended mags on all of your weapons. So the reason this weapon is really good is because of the fact that it has some insane accuracy. It's got insane recoil pattern, so the recoil pattern on this weapon is basically non-existent. It just goes up by a tiny little bit, but all these attachments combined is basically going to make this weapon have zero recoil, so I really do recommend you guys doing this. Next up, the main reason this weapon is good as well is because the fire rate on this weapon is one of the fastest fire rates in the game, and therefore with a fast fire rate and no recoil, you're going to be able to absolutely melt people and you're going to be able to destroy people's armor pretty much instantly. So I really advise you guys going ahead and doing this. Now a few little things I want to talk about are going to be the perks. So the perks I use personally are going to be cold-blooded, ghost, and battle-hardened, amped, or tune-up. Now for the third perk, you can use either three of the ones I just mentioned. So as you guys just probably heard me say, I like to use amped, battle-hardened, or tune-up. Tune-up allows me to revive my teammates faster, or it allows me to use my self-revive faster. Amped allows me to swap my weapons quicker, which is really helpful, and then battle hardened allows me to take less effect to people's stuns, which is really important, because especially if you are playing solos, a lot of the time in the final circle people do use stuns. So if you go ahead and equip on the battle hardened perk, it's going to basically allow you to take basically no effect from these stuns. Another thing I'd like to talk about is going ahead and using an RPG and not using a sniper. And as you guys probably heard, I didn't say Ghost. I didn't say to use overkill. As you guys saw, I use Ghost. Overkill on this game is super overrated at the moment and everyone is using it, but it's actually one of the biggest mistakes you could possibly be making. Now the reason for this is because everyone uses heartbeat sensors and UAVs, so if you are not using these, it's going to put you at a big disadvantage, as everyone is going to see your location. So sticking on Ghost is going to be a lot more beneficial, and I really do advise you guys doing this. Now for the tactical and lethal, I like to use the C4. C4 is going to be one of the most powerful equipments you can use, because this actually can kill a whole entire squad if they're in a vehicle in just one quick little C4. So I really advise you guys doing this. Next up is going to be the heartbeat sensor. The heartbeat sensor is going to be one of the best things you can also use, because heartbeat sensors are going to reveal a lot of people's positions, especially if you are playing solo. In the final circle, it's very helpful, because it's basically like a mini portable UAV, and it's going to help you guys out in a lot of circumstances. This right here is a prime example to why an RPG is really good. So as you can see, there's a few people in these buildings, so what I do is throw a few RPGs through the window, and therefore I damage them quite a lot, and I do end up getting a double kill. So this is going to be one of the biggest helpful things you can do. As you can see, just throw a few RPGs in there, and I get both of the people camping up there. So sticking on RPG is going to be really helpful. Anyway, that has been it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.